Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Les and we are Tauries Nuvage. Thank you to my returning subscribers. And if you are new, welcome, honey. We hope that you stay and we hope that you feel comfortable because we are such a loving family. I haven't been posting for such a long time, but you guys kept on showing some love. For that, I appreciate you guys. So today on this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a pattern for a corset crop top, if that makes sense. Yes, a corset crop top. So we are first going to start by drawing a line up there, which will be serving as our starting line or our shoulder line. So on this line, we are going to be marking our shoulder divided by 2. So my shoulders divided by 2 gives me 8 because it's 16 divided by 2 right there. So I am going to be going down with 1 inch. So from the neck, I'm going to be marking 3.5 inches, just like I do right round, or just like I do. So we are going to be using a free hand to follow the dots up until our shoulder. So we're going to take our ruler and make these dots meet up, okay, from our neck up until that dot right there. So from our shoulder downwards, we are going to mark 7 inches, which is our armhole. Just from there up until here, that's 7 inches, and I am going to be marking 8 inches on this side so that it can be on the same line as the 7 inches. And then we are just simply going to draw a straight line from up until there, and we are just gonna measure again and just put a dot right there again. Okay, so we are going to make these dots meet up as well. So from our shoulder, we are going to mark 3.5 inches, which is half of 7. Next to it, we are going to mark half an inch, just like that. And then we are going to draw a straight line from our shoulder to meet up with that point right there, just like I do. Now, if you have the ruler to curve, you can also use it. So for now, we are going to use our free hand as well. But before we do that, let us mark half an inch, 1.5 inches, sorry, to meet up there with that point, just like that. So this is what I have. And then I am just going to be adding a seam allowance of 1 inches right there, or 1 inch rather, right there. Now from the shoulder, I'm going to be marking 10 inches as under bust or my bust point. Then my under bust point is going to be 13, and then for my length is going to be 18. Now we are going to just draw a straight line just like that from that corner up until that other side. So the next thing we're going to do, we are going to mark on the under bust or on the bust side. We are going to mark 3.5 inches, which is 7 divided by 2. So we are going to mark it just like that, and then just mark a straight line there. Like that. So on my straight line, I'm going to be marking 1 inch on this side and half an inch on this side, and then I am just gonna be taking them up like that. Now I'm going to be marking 7 inches right there, which is my waistline measurements divided by 4, and then I'm going to be adding the 1 inch and the half an inch from the dot, and then I am going to be adding 1 inch seam allowance, just like that. Now on this point we are going to be marking half an inch. Okay, let me just fix it. Half an inch right there on the chest line and on the bust point line, and then we are going to be combining the dots. All right, and then we are going to be taking our bra cup, and make sure that your bra cup, you know where the middle of your bra cup is, and then you're just going to be putting it like that next to the line that you just drew, and make sure your middle part faces the dot that you just did. Okay, now we are going to be tracing out our cup. Just make sure it doesn't move around. Okay, so we are just going to trace it just like I do. Now we are going to be marking half an inch inside the bra cup, just like that. Half an inch. Now trace it nicely up until your last dot. So this is what you should at least have after tracing your cup. So we can just go ahead and cut, and remember, on the bra side or the bra cup side, do not cut the first line, you just cut the second one. Okay, just like that. So this is what you should have. That's our first part, or our front part. Now we are going to be marking 1 inch for the back side. Okay, we are doing the back part. Okay, so before we start, we are going to be marking 1 inch on this side. So after marking 1 inch, we are going to be placing our front part on top of the back part of the pattern like that, and mark all the corners where you're gonna have to draw your back side. Okay. So we are going to mark 3.5 inches right there, which is our bust or bust point measurements. So we're going to be marking half of the 7 inches, which is 3.5 inches, and drawing a straight line. So here I've marked 1 inch on each side, but I would advise you to go for half an inch for both sides. So I only wanted a 1 inch for this particular corset, but you can go for half an inch on both sides. Okay, so later I will be adding a 1 inch, and I will explain why I am adding 1 inch. Okay, so for your zipper to be nice, which I've learned from the YouTube, you can also mark half an inch from your waist line and then just draw that kind of line. Just slant your line like that, and then that will be your zipper right there, or your zipper allowance. So I'm simply adding 1 inch right here because of the 1 inch plus 1 inch, which is going to be serving as our seam allowance. And the reason I'm not adding 2 inches is because I had already added 1 inch from the front piece. Okay, so I am going to be adding 1 inch, which will serve as our yes, as our sewing allowance. Now we are going to cut, and that is basically all, y'all. That is all for the back part. Now, this is what we have, and thank you so much if you watched up until this far. Thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and do all those good things. And I hope to see you guys soon. And I will be posting a video where we will be using our pets, and just keep your eye on this channel.